minions, when we last left off, we had just entered the undersea trench here, and I went out and I picked up 99 high potions, and I'm going to end up using all of them, and wish I had more inventory, so yeah, you can only have a max of 99 items. So, we don't want to hit that button. I'll show what that button does on the way out, but yeah, you definitely don't want to hit that button on the way down, so... Yeah, you saw those lava tiles there. We crossed that little tiny bridge. If we would have pressed that button, that bridge would have disappeared. We'd have to walk through a bunch of lava. You don't want to do that, so... But like I said, I can safely show that off on the way back. Because once we cross the bridge and make it disappear behind us, it doesn't matter. We want to hit that button up there in the northeast corner. It'll make a staircase appear up here. But first, let's look at these new enemies. Like all the other enemies in this area, it's called an unknown. I call this one a flower because it kind of looks like a flower. At least it kind of does to me, like a flower maybe in bloom. You see the little root things down there. Now, there are two different types of unknown flowers. There's these regular ones here. You can mainly tell which ones they are based on what they drop or what you can steal. That one dropped a speed potion, so... it's like a variant number 2, I think. There's another variant that'll appear, and you'll try to use an attack called Delta Attack, but you'll get a message that doesn't have enough MP to use it. That's the other variant, and they have different drops, but otherwise they're identical. So, yeah, they have different drops and different steals, but otherwise they're identical. But in the Game Boy Advance version, they do have different bestiary entries, so... Yeah, if you're looking for both, you might want to just prolong the battle a little bit to see if it uses Delta Attack, and if it does, then take it out, and then just... that's the more uncommon one, so... But just wandering around here... a lot of those switches on the floor above, if you would have hit them, we would have fell down into those lava pits, so... That's why I only hit that one switch, so... Now this is a painful floor. So, yeah, we can't avoid this lava, and every single step we take is going to take off 50 hit points, so... Yeah, we're going to eat through these high potions real quickly here, so... Well, we've got to get all the treasure, so... Boing. So... Boing. But... Yeah, this is where it, stinks not having a Bloom Mage, Time Mage who cast Float, or, Geomancer, so... Here we have the Unknown, the Skeleton, variety. So these guys have a lot of hit points, but, they're not too bad. So the most annoying unknown is the blob enemy, because what the blob enemy does is when you defeat it, it can sometimes use this ability called Possess, which removes the character from battle. So yeah, not very fun. Oh no, there goes Faris. Yeah, look what these things doing a number on us here. Should've... I was hoping to get another step or two to before I start using some high potions, but... Uh-oh. Nope, missed out, so... Hey, quit targeting Faris. I'm not being nice. So... Thankfully the guard ring is helping some of our characters out a little bit, so... Yay, everybody's back in action. So, well, Doom, like I said, gives you 30 seconds. We'll have more than enough time to finish this guy off, so. Now, if you have the Bone Mail on, and you get hit with Doom, it'll actually fill your hit points up all the way. Because you're, like, undead, so. Stuff that would normally kill you, heals you, and stuff that would normally heal you, actually hurts you, so. Oh, got another treasure chest over here, and we got to go to all the way to the northeast corner there to proceed. So, boink. Phoenix down. Last time I did the 4 Job Fiesta, I had a time mage, so I was able to use the float spell. And man, this cave was so easy with it, but man, makes me wish I had it. Woo! Like I said, the Geomancer also has that special ability that doesn't take damage floors. But oh, there's that annoying blob enemy. There he is. So, ooh, oh no, I used the Jitterbug. And these undeads are all considered, unknowns are all considered undead, so that's why when Krile used that Jitterbug dance, it ended up hurting her because it reverses, so. And there, unfortunately, the blob used the possess ability, and it removed Faris from combat, so now obviously we won't be able to use her, and we also won't be able to, she won't also be able to gain any experience or, ability points from this battle. So, boo. Well, luckily RASAR's gonna be able to jump and finish these guys off. So, by himself, so. Yay! And I forget which one of these people have the bone mail, so. Oh, obviously Lenna. So, though. Well, let's just finish him off. RASAR will just gain all the experience. Yeah, when all the experience is divided by how many characters you have at the end of the battle. So, yeah, if there was 4 of us, we only got 1,000 each, close to 1,000 each, a little over 1,000. But because RASAR was the only one around, he got all the experience. So he got over 4,000. So. If you're just like power leveling or just want to get one certain class up, you know, maybe it might be okay to have other characters knocked out. But here we go into the Kingdom of the Dwarfs. And it is a kingdom of 5 dwarfs. So, not much of a kingdom, but it's a well-deserved, I guess, place for us to rest here, so. Probably gonna want to, yeah, we're gonna end up buying 2 of these black cows, because they turn out a little bit better. Now, this dwarf here, if you go to the top or the bottom, he sells armor. If you go to the left or the right, he will sell weapons. So, but we're not a party that's really intensive with weapons because, you know, the monk doesn't need a weapon, and for the other classes, we already got the whatchamacallit, the legendary weapons. So. We won't really need to buy any more weapons. The main thing we want to be end up buying is, we're going to end up wanting to buy a lot of the rings, the status protection rings. So like the flame rings, the core rings. And then there's also these shoes, the Hermes shoes. And we'll want to buy them, so. Clean up some inventory here. Unfortunately, there's no item shop here. If there was an item shop here, that would make this so much better. Because, the item shop, you'd be able to, of course, buy, you know, high potions, but, like I said, we can't do that, so. But let's just equip some stuff here. I keep, trying to remember what I need. I wanted to see what, shield we have there, so. We only need 1 flame shield, 1 ice shield. So, and I forgot to equip that crystal helmet. So, that was 3 less defense that RASAR had for quite a while. Let's get rid of that diamond helmet. And we're pretty caught up. Nope. Yeah, never used control. And we got an upgrader for that tiger mask. So, okay. So now I was talking about those rings earlier. There's a town we could have bought them in earlier. But we didn't go to that town because you know, you technically don't know where it's at. But we're going to learn where that town is at here, thanks to a little clue that these dwarves are going to give us. So, know anything about the magic lamp? If you take it backwards from, the lamp will refill. Well, that's kind of right. So, lolly-ho. Rallybo is digging a tunnel, Lolly. He said he wanted to go around the world, but why would you want to do that? So, unfortunately, the dwarves have no treasure in here, but that's okay. This one dwarf is going to have a clue. Rallyboo. He's the one who's digging the tunnel around the world. And he ends up stopping at one point, and that point where he stops is going to be our clue into where that mysterious town is. So, we just have to come around this way here. And after a little bit of a long walk, we're going to find him. Hey, how's it going, buddy? I never worried about him much until now, but it seems like something odd is happening above ground. I'm sure a forest is above us. And he's going to show us where the world map is. So, little southwest of Crescent. Yeah, he shows that little dot there, so that's our little clue. We're gonna have to go to that spot on the map in the overworld, and then we're going to have to look for the forest in that area. So let's just walk back here to the dwarf kingdom. They look like they're basically the Viking sprite from Final Fantasy III. So, I'm gonna have to upload those videos then. Back with Fang, Tupelo, Tangerine, and Baby Moo. 4 little mice. Now, you can also take the magic lamp here, apparently, and have it refilled here, so. But we're going to get the magic lamp a little bit later, so. But what the magic lamp does is you rub a magic lamp and you summon a genie. Well, in this game, you rub the magic lamp and it summons one of the espers. So. And it starts with the most powerful Bahamut, and then it goes down the list until you get to Chocobo. And then if you use it, the Chocobo a bunch of times, you'll get this, like, useless summon, like Eggman or something. So, maybe I'll make a bonus episode and show that off, so. But this is an annoying room. That chest is the last switch. You have to hit a whole bunch of switches to open the way forward. So, we have to go all the way around this room, walking through all this lava, and hitting all these switches. So. And it is totally going to eat up our hit points and our high potion supply. But we got to do what we got to do. So, now we hit all these switches. And we'll also encounter a few more, well, we have no more new enemies, but we'll encounter another one of those unknowns, and I'll show it off with the Delta attack, so. But. Yep, just gotta keep using our high potions. So, boo. So here's the unknowns. You'll see eventually they'll use an attack called the Delta attack, but we'll get the message that it doesn't have enough MP. So that's the way you kind of know that you're in the you got that right enemy, so. Just take these guys out, and then we'll keep going on our way. Oh, they all revive, no! But there's that Delta attack, so. Let's finish these guys off. Woo, the chicken knife procured, and that, secondary ability, so. Now this switch we don't necessarily have to hit, but we want to hit it because we obviously want to get all the treasure, and that switch opens up this little door here. It takes us to this treasure. It's an accessory, the Kaiser Knuckles, and if you equip that on your monk, it will increase his basic attack power by 50, so. Yeah, it's one way to increase the monk's attack power without leveling. So, basically the only way to equip to enhance the monk's attack power without leveling. So, yeah, it adds some strength to it, but like I said, it adds extra damage in the attack. So, once you hit all the other switches, we can hit this treasure chest. it acts as the 4th switch, and it opens us up to the tablet area. So, unfortunately, we're at a high potion, so we're going to have to use our elixirs, which really stinks because we're going to want those elixirs for a later area. But before we get the 3rd tablet, let's look at Mr. Cotton here. He's a sweet little bunny. Look at him. Yeah, he's just taking a little nappy there. Oh, what a good boy. But he was given to Rabbit and Small Rescue because they said he was a bad boy, that he would bite people, but they think it was only because someone might have hurt him. So speaking of animals that hurt people, these 3 little piggies that are going to appear. Exdeath's minions. Boo. And they're not nice little pigs. Yep. Now, in the fairy tale, the 3 little pigs, they, were chased down by the big bad wolf. In this one, we're going to get them chased down by the big bad Odin. So, now, all the different pigs have different weaknesses and different absorptions there, as you see on their stats. And the problem with them is that they, it's one of those bosses, you want to take them all out at once. So, luckily, they are weak to Zangetsu, so they don't have the heavy status, which prevents instant death. So if you have a summoner with Odin, use it. Boom. Actually, you can use it with, if you have the magic lamp, you can use the magic lamp to summon Odin, and even if you don't have a summoner, so. Yay! And we get the 3rd tablet, so. Alright, and now we got a terrible, terrible walk out of this dungeon. So I'm just going to fast forward it here a little bit, because we already know what the dungeon is like, so. And we already met all the enemies in here, so we're going to sneak out real quick. Woo! And here if we hit that block, see that bridge disappeared, so, yep. So that's why you didn't want to hit it, otherwise you have to walk through some lava on your way down. But yay, now we're back on our submarine, and we can take off back to the surface. And we want to check out that forest where the dwarf said something weird is going on. So we're going to head over, we're going to go southwest of Crescent Lake, and there's a forest there. So let's see, is that, yep, that's pretty much where the dwarf said. So we want to land our airship there and walk around in the forest. And it's going to look like we're going to get into an encounter, but what really happens is we get pulled into the Phantom Village. And this is a place where we can buy pretty much like high-end equipment. I'm going to want to buy a bunch of those elixirs later. So we can't really afford them right now. Another thing we're going to want to buy is we're going to want to buy some new, those rings. So definitely buy them, but we don't have too much money. Well, we have some money, but not enough to really afford a lot of everything that we want. So we're going to have to come back here and make another trip. So, but that's okay because, one of the people in here does have a little side quest that kind of forces you to make a second trip here anyway. Now, this place apparently was sealed when the worlds were pulled apart, so it only appears now that the void is reopening. So we want to wait until this guy walks past to sneak past, because in here we have a thief knife, and that'll allow I think that's a 25% chance of every time it hits something to steal an item off that enemy. So it's a way to get to steal stuff from enemies without having a thief. So here's the guy I was saying he has a little side quest for us, which is gonna necessitate us coming back to this village. So he challenges us to ride around the world on a yellow chocobo. It's a good thing that RASAR has a yellow chocobo. Remember Boko? So we're going to do that. Oh, and look, there's a black chocobo over there. You saw him running around the corner there, over to the left? Yeah, so we're going to pick him up here. But we learned a little bit about, oh, there's a piano in here, but we learned a little bit about Inu. He was the wizard who traded his immortality for the power of the void. So, what's up with immortal wizards? So, see, this town is 2 merchants in every store. Yeah, there's 2 merchants in every store too. So yeah, one's kind of easy to find, the other one's usually hidden. So speaking of hidden, we have a hidden piano here. the 8th piano. And now that we, once we finish playing this 8th piano, we will be the piano master, and we can head back to Crescent, play the piano for the bard in that house, and he'll teach us the last song. So up this stairway is the Black Chocobo, but once you talk to the Black Chocobo, you will leave the village, so we're not going to get him right now. We're going to finish exploring the rest of the village. That door we can't enter right now, and you'll find out why much later in the game. But yeah, so if we go all the way around the back way here, we get to this guy. He's kind of like a ninja seller. He sells the skeins, and he sells the different types of shurikens. So, and here's the first weapon seller. And he just sells some elemental stuff, but nothing we can use. Like I said, we're not really worried about weapons. We might eventually want to buy some of those shurikens. Well, not necessarily the shurikens, but we'll probably want to buy the fuma shurikens, because they're a little bit stronger. They'll do more damage, so. Because we're getting toward the end game here. So, the regular shurikens may not just cut it. We want the stronger variety. So, we're gonna have to restore our items here eventually, then get those high potions back in the corner, or back at the top. So, well, let's pick up the Black Chocobo, and the Black Chocobo is needed. Remember Bahamut said that he was going to fly to the North Mountain? There's 2 dungeons in that area. There's the North Mountain, and then there's also a tower. We kind of saw that tower when we went by the Sunken Walls Tower. We can only enter that area with the Black Chocobo because it's all desert and there's a little bit of forest. The airship can't land in the desert and it can't land in forest, so we're going to need the Black Chocobo. But speaking of Chocobos, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have to get the Yellow Chocobo, or Boko. And we left him off at Guido's cave. Well, we didn't really leave him there, but he was stuck there because remember Exdeath appeared and he blew us away from Guido's cave to the ancient library. So now we're going to get on Boko, and we're going to travel all around the world here in a little circle. And we can just look here on our map. We're going to head south here, southwest, and we just, you know, go around the circumference of the world here. There's Stargate Tower. Over there's the desert, so we don't want to go that way. We're going to head down this way to Quell Village and Ball Castle. But yeah, once we go all around the world with the Boko here, we'll end up back on our airship, and then we can fly back to that Mirage Village. So, yep, all the islands are connected now between the 2 worlds, so we can walk around here. There's the Black Chocobo. You have to stay on your Yellow Chocobo throughout the whole trip, though, so. Yeah, unfortunately, this Crescent Village is in the way here, so we gotta go around by the Fork Tower, where the Fork Tower used to be. And we swing around here. There's not too many places to get lost. There's a few areas, get a little bit of detours. One of the detours takes you to where the magic lamp is, but we'll do that later, so. But for the most part, it's pretty straightforward going around the world. Especially once you get back to this part here, where we're by Tycoon Castle, because this is back at the beginning of the game, back at the beginning of this world, where just RASAR and Krile were just exploring by their own. So, we're gonna get close to, here's Tool, here's that little place where we fell down and had to fight the antlion, and hey, we've gone all the way around the world. And once we've done that, we can head back to the Mirage Village. And let's get that prize that that guy was talking about. And then we can also explore some more of the village, because we didn't explore about 50% of the village. We kind of explored the hidden section of the village, so. Yep, we won't encounter any random encounters in that forest. It just, like I said, makes it look like you're going to an encounter, but we're just gonna end up in this village. So. Back here, the secret passageway in the pub. We're gonna talk with this guy, and let's see what prize he's gonna give us. Wow, you're nuts, mister. And he gives us the Mirage vest. And basically what that is it basically, and whoever was wearing that vest will enter the battle with the image status equipped on them. So we can give that to Lenna there. Bone mail still stronger, still the strongest piece of whatchamacallit, the strongest piece of armor in the game, but its mainly uses for status effects. It kind of grants you that heavy status, so stuff like possess wouldn't work against you. So, and that'll be important against the one special boss. So, one of the alternate bosses. Here's the guy who talks about the Phoenix Tower. There's hidden stairwells. And we'll see what that means when we get to the Phoenix Tower. The Phoenix Tower is the other tower in the desert. I said earlier that there's like two kind of dungeons where Bahamut is. The North Mountain, we went through that dungeon earlier when we got the dragon grass to save Lenna's Hiryu. And then the Phoenix Tower, which is a new dungeon, so. But apparently the Phoenix Tower is where you can go to, where dragons can go to rise up as a phoenix, so. This guy just sells all the stuff that the dwarf people sold. And then this guy back here, the second armor shop, sells rings. This is the only place we can buy the rings because the last place we were able to buy rings, Istory, that was one of the towns that was sucked up by the thing. So we really only want to buy the coral right now because the coral rings are going to be very important for an upcoming boss. Remember, the last tablet is going to be in a place surrounded by water. So the coral ring is going to be really, really important because coral rings will allow you to avoid being taken damage by water attacks. So we want to have 4 of them, 1 for each of our characters, and basically make one of the future bosses basically cake. So we're gonna, of course, want to eventually buy have 4 flame rings as well, and 4 of the Hermes sandals. So, but I'm gonna need a lot of money to buy that. But luckily, we don't need any more of the legendary weapons, so we can end up getting a bunch of those extra legendary weapons. And it's really funny because we'll buy a bunch of these legendary weapons, or we'll unlock a bunch of these legendary weapons, and then we'll just like end up selling them. So it's like, yeah, we just the legendary weapons of power, and we're just gonna sell them to some random shopkeeper, But I don't think I need as many status items as I need here, so I think going down to 25 will be okay. Haven't been using too many of them, so gotta use my math in my head here real quick. There we go. Get everything down to 25. Just make some extra gil. Not too much here, but every little bit counts, so. Yeah, they're kind of stingy with gil and experience in this game, so. All these other items are all pretty important, so we're going to want to keep on to them. Excalibur is going to be something that we're going to use to throw in. Shurikens, throw with them too. I thought about selling this Suzuku knife, but then I realized that, I might need it, so. Eventually the ninjas will learn the ability two-hand, and we can put that on other classes so they can have 2 weapons, so. Come down here. Here's the 2 magic shops. We have this one here, and it just sells a lot of the spells that are lost from towns that were sucked up, like Waltz was sucked up, and that was where you can get some of those level 1 summons there. And if we sneak behind this village, we get to the second magic shop, which sells basically the top other magics, the level I think it's level 8 magics. Or level 7s, the other ones. So yeah, because there's 3 of on each level, and we got Holy, so the other 2 white magics, then we had Flare, the other 2 black magics, and then we had Meteo, and then had the other 2 time magics there. So But that pretty much wraps up Mirage Town here. Like I said, when we get a whole bunch of money, we're gonna want to come back here and pick up the more homie sandals for them, and some more of the flame rings. But speaking of picking stuff up in towns, let's return here to Crescent and pick up our last bard song. Now that we become the piano master, we can head back to this guy here, play the song on the piano, and it'll inspire him to tell us a different song. Who thought that just sitting down and playing the piano 8 times would make you a piano master? Only in the world of Final Fantasy V. Let's talk with the bard, and we got a new tune, the hero song, and that rises your level in battle. Not outside of battle, just in battle, but it really helps out for, like, say, like a monk or something. Helps boost their damage overall, so. Well, that's pretty much going to wrap up this episode here. We'll pick up next time right outside this village and hunt for the next 4th and last tablet. So, but let's revisit our good buddy Cotton. Look at him. After only 2.5 days at the rescue, look at how nice he is. He's learning to accept loving pets from people, learning that, you know, people can be nice and good. And that's what Rabbit and Small Animal Rescues is all about. It's helping take neglected and abused animals and show them that they can be loved, and then placing them in loving homes. If you would like to support this awesome charity and the work they do, I've provided a link to their homepage in the video description. There's a PayPal link there that you can use to donate something to them. Any bit helps. Thank you for your time. Bye!